Do you see some staining difference between, what is that? Do you see that this region, or this region is different from this region? Yeah, it is very apparent.
Mm-hmm.
So this is gray matter,
White matter?
this is white matter. Okay? Gray matter, white matter, doesn't matter.
But it does matter.
Doesn't matter? Of course it does. Look here. Can you see this furrow?
Mm-hmm.
This is called the anterior median fissure or ventral median fissure. It's very deep. So that will determine, this anterior median fissure will determine the anterior side and posterior side. There are two terms I'm going to, and you should know, and this is for human being, because we have what kind of posture? Erect posture. Yeah, we are not like the four-legged creature, like a dog or a cow or a rodent. So the term dorsal and term posterior, same for human. And the term ventral and term anterior, same. So ventral and anterior can interchangeably used. Do you get that? Posterior and dorsal, they're the same. So if this is the anterior side here, so the opposite side will be posterior, isn't it? So let us go to posterior side. Still here, this is all gray matter, and this is white matter. So this is the posterior side or the dorsal side. And it's not thin enough, but you know, this region, a little bit depression is there. And this is very shallow. And you can draw an imaginary line from, and that line will be called the dorsal median sulcus. So there are two terms. One is fissure, which is very deep, and another term sulcus, which is shallow. Do you get that? So with the term anterior median fissure, we determine the anterior ventral side and posterior or dorsal side. So that's why this is called the the anterior or ventral white column. This is called the anterior or ventral horn of gray matter. This is the center, and this is the central canal. There are so many features. Central canal of spinal cord. This is the lateral column of white matter. This is the dorsal horn of gray matter. This is the dorsal column of white matter. So white matter, you have to identify on the dorsal side, you have to identify on the lateral side, you have to identify on the ventral side. Okay? I think I will talk on this. I'll spend about 10-15 minutes time before I go over this one more time, all right? And if you focus on this, I promised to you that I would show you the ependymal cells, and I'm going to do that right now. They are No, these cells are ependymal cells here. It's epithelial cells, but these are neuroglial cells. They secrete and circulate CSF, cerebrospinal fluid. Under higher magnification, even you can see more. Look at them. These cells are ciliated cells. You see the cilia? Columnar, simple columnar epithelium. And these cells are called ependymal cells. If I ask you what is the function of the cell as indicated, secretes CSF and circulates it. CSF or cerebrospinal fluid. Cerebrospinal, one word, spinal fluid, but when abbreviation is CSF. Okay?
What was the other one that it secreted?
Which one?
Wasn't there another thing that it secreted besides CSF?
Yes? No, it
Oh,
doesn't.
okay, just double check.
No. It secretes. Yes?
Really quick, what was the name of the sulcus on the
Oh.
dorsal?
Anterior median is in your study guide,
Okay.
and here is posterior median sulcus. Do you get that?
Okay.
So let us